So, hi everyone, welcome back to my yoga YouTube channel. Today I would like to do yoga for lower back pain. I think that's something what most of us experience at some point in life because all of us, I mean not all of us, but majority of us actually sit a lot. Either we have an office job or we sit all the time in car, etc. And just a disclaimer at the beginning, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a physiotherapist, so really if you have, let's say, sharp pain, severe pain, yoga should not replace medical treatment. And please always listen to your body. So if at any point you will feel that this specific exercise or this specific yoga pose is not for you, that it creates more pressure than it should or sharp pain, please just skip it. Don't do it, don't push. I would really hate for you to have it even worse. But yes, we'll do exercises which generally should help to release the pressure, stretch a little bit the lower back, and actually lower back muscles are also connected to thighs, glutes, the muscle from the lower back, the psoas muscle is connected also to thigh bone. So it can often be that we feel we have lower back pain, but the source of the pain is actually tight hamstring, tight glutes, hip flexors, everything around it. So yeah, let's go for it. Let's start on all four. We'll do cat-cow. So hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips, and with inhale, open the chest forward, and with exhale, round your back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, round. Inhale once more. And exhale. And then come into child's pose, so sit on your heels, and you can keep hands extended in front of you, or you can even try to bring the hands next to your legs, and then just release the back, so bringing forehead on the mat. This should help to extend a little bit again the lower back muscles. And then bring hands in front of you and bring them to your right side. So we are stretching the left side of the back muscles as far as you can go. And then switch to the left side. And then come back to middle and come again on all four. And we'll try gentle twists. So keep standing on your right arm, and the left arm, the left hand goes through the window, and you bring your left shoulder on the mat. If possible, gentle twist, maybe even looking up towards the ceiling. Always keep breathing. And then come up and exchange. So on the other side. And again, release, come up. And now tuck your toes and come into downward facing dog. Just gentle, stepping a little bit right leg, left leg, releasing the muscles. Round back forward into plank. And with exhale, release back to down dog. One more time the same. Exhale, down dog. Once again, come to plank. Bring your knees down, lower down on your belly. And come into Sphinx pose. So come on your elbows. And here you can really be gentle how it feels in your lower back. So don't push too high up in case you feel pressure on the lower back. Just as much as you can. Trying to not have shoulders all the way up at the ears, but pushing the shoulders down and opening chest forward. And then come down again and come back into downward facing dog. Gently. And let's try vinyasa. So we'll do the flow through plank down to chaturanga, but modify it as much as you need. So with inhale, come into plank. With exhale, you can use the knees lower down. Inhale, either just a small back bend, or you can try to come a little bit higher. And with exhale, come back to downward facing dog. Once again, the same inhale. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, rise up. And with exhale, back to down dog. Very good. And then bring your hands towards your legs. Keep the feet hip distance apart. You don't have to have them together. And keep the knees a little bit bent. And take hold of your elbows and just hang a little bit. Release the back. You can do a little bit of movement right and left. You can try how it feels if you have a little bit deeper bend in your knees, or if you have them more straight. Where do you feel the stretch? And then release. Bring hands back to the floor. Open the feet wide. So the toes are pointing outside 45 degrees. And then sit down. Bring the hips down. With elbows pushing against the knees. You can join your palms together. And this should also nicely stretch the lower back. If this is too much for you, then you can skip it. If you feel pressure rather on the stretch, so on the hamstrings, etc., you can also fold your mat underneath your heels. So to say, to have a little bit higher ground. If you fold it twice or 3 times, it will help you. And then again, release and come back into down dog. With the next inhale, raise your right leg up and take a big step forward into low lunge. Left knee is on the ground. Raise your hands up. And here we are stretching the front hip flexors on the left leg. So try to not have too much of a back bend in your lower back, because like this you will not feel it. You don't have to be so deep. You can rather back off a little bit, come a little bit higher, but then really engage the core and make sure that you have just a natural curve in the lower back, not too much of a back bend. And you will feel it for sure more into the front. You can even open the arms wide towards the side if you want. A little bit of twist. And then come back to middle, hands to the ground, and inhale here. And with exhale, shift your hips back, stretching the hamstrings and the calves. It's okay if the front leg is a little bit bent. It doesn't have to be completely straight, but try to have your hips square. So pushing the right hip back and the left hip front. Make sure also that you have flex on the front foot. You will feel it much more than if you have it just not engaged. A few breaths here. And then release, come back to the front and step back into down dog. Let's do the same on the left side. So with inhale, left leg up and big step forward into low lunge. Right knee is on the ground, rise up. And once again, just check your alignment. Make sure that you are not too much in a back bend. Make sure that the core is engaged. You are again pushing the left hip back and the front hip a little bit more forward, and you should feel it into the front hip on the right side, the hip flexors. They are usually quite shortened because of all the sitting, which we normally do. You can take also a twist to the left side if you want, opening the arms wide. And then back to middle, hands on the floor, inhale here, and with exhale, shift your hips back. So once again, stretch on the left hamstrings and the calf. Once again, make sure that your left hip is pushing back and the right hip forward to square the pelvis. Make sure the front foot is engaged, flexed. And just take a few breaths right here, stay there. And then release, come back forward, bring weight into your hands and step back into down dog. Good job. With the next inhale, come into plank, and once again lower down on your belly. Once again, we can open the Sphinx pose. Maybe it feels a little bit better than at the beginning. And then release. And you can switch on your back, so you don't have to change the direction of your head, but just turn on your back I have to release the hairband which I had, and we'll do bridge pose. So bring in your heels towards your fingers, towards your butt, and with the next inhale, rise the hips. You can come higher on your shoulders, maybe even interlacing your fingers. And then release. Take a few breaths for neutralization of the spine. And then bring your knees towards your chest. Hug your knees, and you can do a little movements left and right, or little circles with the knees in one direction and then in the other. And then release the left leg and cross the right leg across your left leg into number 4. And we can thread the needle so the right arm goes through the window to hold your shin, and you can actually use the leverage of the right elbow to push away the right knee. So you want the right knee to go away from your body, from your chest, and pushing the left shin, so the left leg, closer towards you. And through this you should feel nice stretch in the right glutes. Make sure that you have, again, flex on the right foot so that you protect your knee. And then release, straighten the left leg and take a twist into the left side. Again, just as much as possible for you. The twist can be as gentle as needed, or as deep as feels okay for you. If better, you can also do it with both legs flexed, both legs bent. With every exhale, you can release the tension a little bit more. And then come back to middle. And let's do the same on the other side. So crossing left leg on the right leg and taking the stretch into the left glutes. So the left butt. Again, flex on the left foot. You are pulling the right leg closer towards yourself, and with the left elbow, you can push the left knee a little bit more away from you. Take a few breaths here. And then release, and let's take twist. So once again, you can do it with your right leg straight and just the left leg goes into the right side. Or if this feels a little bit too intense, a little bit too much, you can have both legs together, so both legs bent, and looking into the left side. With every exhale, let go, release the tension. And then come back to middle. And optionally, once again, you can give yourself a nice hug, pulling the knees towards your chest, releasing once again the lower back. And then we'll release, let go, Shavasana. And you can stay lying on your back for as long as you like. I hope that today's exercise was useful, that you feel your lower back a little bit released, that the pain is not as intense anymore. Thank you for joining. Namaste.